Hey guys, I'm back doing a Town Hall 8 video for my Babymacsac attacks this war. Um, Sorry if you hear some background noise. My mom and wife and sister, my whole family's out there in a different room and they're pretty loud. Uh, but alrighty, let's get into this. So, looks like we're gonna win this war. I'm not positive though. They could maybe pull off a tie or I don't know. We'll probably win. But I'll do a recap on this the next day or two probably. So for this war, I took out number 4 and 5. Actually, Varney took out number 5 before I did, but that was the only other person really for me to attack with this account, so I just went for it. Um, so I'm just going to be reviewing both of these. We'll start with this one. It's just a pretty standard dragon attack. You can see this guy is trying to go for a really funky base to throw some people off, but I saw right through his plans. um, so basically my idea was if I just take this junk out up here, um, I'll be able to just send in drags right at this top point, and they're going to go straight in, target the that first air defense, and then with 2 rage and 1 heal, I should be able to get my dragons like straight under those next air defenses also. Uh, and his air sweeper is set up to defend against the other direction, so that's going to play no part. So I figured this was a pretty solid plan. It just came down to how the dragons would path going into the middle. But I was assuming there were going to be Teslas in these spots, which would pull my dragons into the town hall, which would pull them right down to the air defenses. So we'll watch this, and you'll get to see how it all pans out. So yeah, I just drop in my Barb King up there with a dragon to make sure I can take all that stuff out pretty quickly, because I don't want to run out of time. This takes a second, but right after this goes down, you can see I start dropping drags in. Drop pretty much all my dragons right at that top point, so that you can see they all target that air defense. Go straight in for it. So it takes them a while to get over here, but once they do, I'm able to drop both my rage spells and my heal spell. Uh, so you can see my rage spells kind of overlap a little bit, but that's fine, honestly, on this. Drop my heal spell in to keep them alive. Try to drop it on the ones that the air defenses were targeting. And you can see my dragons that went to the middle in rage are just like demolishing everything. So all that goes down really quickly. And I got a really nice spread all around the base, so we can go ahead and go in 4 times speed, because this is just cleanup from here. I think I still had like 8 dragons alive, maybe, like 8 out of the 11. And you can see that guy had a balloon in his clan castle, which doesn't help against dragon attacks, so that's kind of funny. So yeah, took all that out. Actually went really, really well. I think I still had like almost a minute left in this attack too at the end. So that was a pretty solid one. That wasn't too hard of a base though, if you can just figure out that you need to go in at that angle. That's the big part on that one. Now this is the attack that is actually pretty good. I ended up doing a surgical hog attack on this guy, because I knew this would be a pretty hard base to do with dragons, just based on how his air defenses are spread. Um, his air sweeper's kind of odd, because if I was going to attack, I'd probably attack from the top side. Um, but yeah, I just knew this base would be kind of hard to get from this one all the way down to these two. Uh, so I decided I was going to try and hog it, which the only hard part about that is I still only have level 3 hog riders right now. Um, and I tried a hog attack last war, and a max level, or not a max level, but a level 3 giant bomb, like just destroyed a lot of my hogs. Because even with if you get a heal spell on them, if they're hurt at all, the bomb's just gonna kill them. Because they only survive with like 20 health or something like that, I think. So almost anything hitting them will kill them like immediately after. So I was kind of nervous going into this attack about it, but it ends up working pretty well. So my game plan on this was I just wanted to drop in a couple hog riders to draw out the clan castle troops over here, and then I knew I could anchor it on this elixir collector right here. So I drop in my just an archer to anchor that and get all the clan castle troops over. Draw them over to this corner, take all them out, and then I just do a surgical hog drop where I drop in. I think I did 4 on each defense because I had quite a few hogs for this. So I think I did 4 here, 4 here, 4 here, and then I figured there was going to be a bomb in this big gap right here. So I dropped a heal spell pretty much on the wizard tower, and that would also cover if there was a giant bomb in the middle here. Um, so I got a heal spell in there, and then I'm keep working around the base. I dropped 4 hogs there, 4 hogs there, and then same thing over here. I thought there was going to be a bomb. I was a little bit late on this heal spell because on this bottom side, he had these 2 cannons right here, so I dropped my Barbarian King to go on these elixir collectors just to draw fire from both of those, and then I dropped hogs on them, and then I ended up with hogs on that last one. But since I was doing that down there, I was a little bit late on this heal spell up here, and he actually does have a double bomb set right here. But the way it's set up, and since I did surgical hogs, I only triggered them one at a time, so I didn't lose all my hogs, even though I was a little bit late on the heal spell. So I didn't lose all my hogs because of that, and then even the hogs I did lose, since I'm doing surgical hogs, it's only, 4 hogs on each of these. So I probably only lost like 5 hogs maybe out of the whole attack from that. So surgical hogs is a really good way to get around double bomb spots. If you're not really sure where they are or where they are, uh, and you'll see it's a pretty fast attack also. The whole thing goes pretty quick. And I think I dropped my last heal spell over in this area, just because there's a whole lot of things over here that my hogs are going to get stuck on. So yeah, let's watch it. Alrighty, so drawing out the clan castle first. I think I ended up dropping 2 hogs maybe. Yeah, I only needed 1 since he had a dragon, but I went and did 2 just to be safe. Got the anchor, and you can see I got 8 wizards just to help deal with all the clan castle stuff. So getting them out there, and I brought witches in my clan castle, just because I wasn't sure if he's going to have a dragon or if he's going to have wizards, or he might even have a witch, so witches would just be a safe bet. So you can see it takes a while to take this dragon down since I did have witches, and my wizards kept being stupid and targeting the elixir collector, but finally goes down, so then I get started. 4 hogs, 4 hogs, 4 hogs, and I think I go ahead with the heal spell. Yeah, I got my heal spell in, so you can see that bomb right there isn't really going to do much. And then same thing on these other sides, and you can see I was late on my heal spell right here, so I ended up losing a lot of those hogs. It was kind of bad of me. And then on this bottom side, I got those all going in. And you can see, it looks like I'm really spread thin on hogs, but once they start grouping up here at the end, I have quite a few alive still. That's kind of the beauty of this attack. Like, once you get to the end, it's just like, oh wow, I actually did do pretty good. And yeah, using the Barbarian King to tank for your hogs, like on one part of the base where there's a lot of point defense, is probably the best use for your Barbarian King in this type of hog deployment. Just because you're not going to get a whole lot of use out of them anywhere else in this type of thing. Unless you can just trade Barbarian Kings at the beginning of the attack, you're really not going to get much else out of them, so you might as well do something like that. Yeah, and so I ended up having, I think I had quite a bit of time left on this one too. It wasn't even that close, but I was really happy with that attack. Just because I haven't had much time to practice with surgical hogs, and so getting to do it on a base like that, and I actually got most heroic attack with that one too, I think. So yeah, I felt pretty good actually pulling that off, and that's a good example of a Town Hall 8 Hog Attack. So hope you guys enjoyed those attacks this war. Hope you learned something. Leave me a like or a comment, subscribe, whatever. And if you have any questions, leave it in the comment section. Thanks, guys.